Hey guys, I'm here to do this video today to answer a question that, excuse me, that I've been getting quite a bit lately. My goodness, just as soon as I start recording, I get a frog in my throat. Anyways, a lot of people have been asking where my Real Care 2 is, what's going on with my Real Care 2 doll. Who used to be named Haley, but I have renamed her Veda, and now Haley is my Serenity Eagles Reborn. So I thought I would give you guys a little update on my Real Care 2. So my Real Care 2 has pretty much sat untouched for months, and I've been toying with the idea of selling her. But I still am not really ready to do that because when I do get a chance to have her on and make videos with her, I have fun doing that. However, I don't always, it's like a real infant schedule, so you need to have the time. So I don't have the time a lot, but one thing that has kind of prevented me from making the time is her discoloration of her vinyl. And I know I mentioned this quite a while back. It started with the back of her head going like a pinkish orangey color. And at first I thought it was from the pillow she had been laying on, but it wasn't that, because it has slowly spread over almost her entire body. And I'm going to show you guys. So right now, just to keep the dust off of her, because she was just getting dusty from sitting there, I cleaned her up well, and I'm just keeping her covered with a blanket for now. So I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see in this light. So I'm just going to bring her out into the better light, and I can give you a closer look. Okay guys, so here she is, and oh goodness. I literally, do you remember like a few months back, I put brand new eyelashes on her? So I guess from the blanket being on her weird or something, her eyelash has just gotten ruined. It's like down in that part. See that? But alas, guess what? It doesn't matter. And I'll tell you why in a second. Okay, well, I was able to just like push it up a little bit. So hopefully that will help some. See, that's the thing about applied eyelashes. They can get damaged very, very easily. But anyways, so this lighting is really bright. I don't know how well you're going to see this. Okay, so right now, the only things on her that are her original vinyl color is her face. You can kind of see it's not coming up the proper color, but there's her face. If I pan down, I don't know how well you can see it because it looks really bright on camera, but her stomach is an orangey color. Her arms are an orangey color. They've like gone orange on me. Like if you see, here is a good example. This is the color vinyl that she should be. This is her arm. Do you see the big difference? That is a really big difference. And the vinyl has this weird, almost like a shiny kind of oily texture. It's bizarre. I've talked to lots of other people that have Real Care 2s or Real Care babies or whatever, and I have yet to find anyone that's had this happen to theirs. So I really don't know what it is that did this. I don't know if it was the old baby lotion that I had put on her, or if it was the old baby oil that I used to clean her, but these were all things like that other people have done with no issues to their dolls. Now, mind you, they probably used new stuff, and mine was like years old. So that could have been the problem. But yeah, she's orange all in here. you can see like this is supposed to be the color here and here, but look at her belly. And here's the other arm. So you can see again the contrast. It's like a bright orange and her face is like this. Her legs, if you can see, this one is starting to go a little bit orange up here, but it's pretty well the correct color. As you can see, look at this foot versus this foot. It's a big difference. And then on her back, this big mark came out, and I have no idea what that mark is from. She wasn't wearing anything that would have caused a problem. Now, she was left in her Christmas outfit for a while that was black, and I can see that it has left a couple of black marks on her, which was bound to happen. So that's kind of my fault. But that has nothing to do, like this discoloration of the vinyl was happening before I put that outfit on her anyway. But yeah, it has a really weird feeling to it. And there's the back of her head where I had tried cleaning and it started to remove the paint, but it's still, even under the paint, you can clearly see that the vinyl is an orangey color. This is what her hair is supposed to look like, not reddy orangey color. And you can see, I don't know what this is, this orange thing. I really don't know what that is. Also, I don't know how many times you can recharge the battery. Like, she would, if I left her unplugged, she would start clicking when her battery would run low, and I'd have no choice but to plug her in to charge her up to stop the clicking. And I would just charge her up to get rid of the clicking, and then sometimes I would leave her plugged in, because the manual that came with her said you can leave them plugged in up to 30 days with no issues. And so I would leave it like maybe a week and then unplug her and stuff like that. But I'm just hoping that her battery is still going to be okay from me charging it so many times, because I've had her since 2008. Okay, so what's going to happen? So I had thought about selling her, but then I thought, I don't know how well she would sell with all these issues. But I also at the same time didn't really want to sell her, just because if it ends up that we never have kids, I think she might be a good thing to still hold on to. Even though she's not as cuddly as Reborn's, I mean, she's stiff. She has that interactive feature. She has the real infant schedule. She cries for care. You have to feed her, change her, burp her, rock her. And it's sometimes fun to have that option. But I've just been afraid to handle her because I didn't know what was going on with her vinyl, and I didn't want to do any more damage. So anyways, I finally contacted the company. She's no longer under warranty, so any kind of repairs will be out of my pocket. But they did say, well, they can't replace the body. The body's going to have to stay like this. But I don't have a huge issue with that, just because clothes will cover it anyway. But it's unfortunate because I don't like this, but I guess I can try acne cream to get it out. I don't really know what it is. I just hope her electronics will still be okay and will still work. Anyways, they cannot replace the body, because if they did that, basically I would need a whole new doll, which I can't afford. And I'm not really interested in getting the new models, because the new models also have sensors for car seats. So like you have to have them in a car seat, and you have to put this sensor in the car seat, and they detect temperature changes. And so you have to dress them according to the temperature, which would be fine and dandy. However, you have to use the actual clothes from the company, because those clothes have sensors in them that work with the doll. And I thought, well, that would be a pain in the butt because I would always have to have a piece of the company's clothing either under the outfits I put on her, or I just can't put regular baby clothes on her, which is kind of takes away from the fun. And also they're like over $1,000. So I just can't do that right now. So what I am planning to do is they can replace her legs, they can replace her arms, and they can replace her head. So I think I think that is the route I'm gonna go. I will replace her head and I will replace her arms and legs. It sucks I can't get the body replaced because it does have issues as well. But I just can't unless I buy a whole new doll. So I think I'm just going to do the head, the arms, and the legs, and then when I get her back, I'll have to give her the nail tips again and the eyebrows and eyelashes and all that stuff. But I guess that's the best option. I mean, the body will be covered with clothes, so, and at least the limbs that do show won't be discolored. So for those of you who are asking, that is what I'm planning to do. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but in the meantime, while I wait to decide when I'm going to do it, she is just sitting covered with a blanket so she doesn't get dusty and dirty. So that is what is happening with Veda, for those who wanted to know. And yeah, so thanks so much for watching this video, guys, and we will see you next time. Bye. There's something missing from the nursery / office. Yes, my row of soft cloth dolls and childhood dolls are gone. Why? Well, it is because I think I had showed you a while back that the shelf was starting to slant. Well, I guess over